It is Thursday, October 29th, 2020, and this is your Three Gorges Dam update. We have 4 pieces of information to cover today, including a look at the live stream and the water level at the dam. We also have some interesting comments and questions to look at. We also have some new tweets, and finally a video montage showing facts about the dam. Let's hop into it. And a brief caveat before today's video. While researching for these reports, I come across information from various sources. Just because I decide to include a piece of information doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with it. I like to let you decide for yourself. Moving on. And first, let's have a look at the live stream at the dam. And the spillway angle camera is still on today. Now over to the side angle camera, it's still deactivated. That side angle camera is very dependable, like the kind of friend you can call if you need to move or something. And now a quick check on the water level at the dam. The current water level is 174.61 meters. The current inflow is not noted, and the current outflow is listed at 17,700 cubic meters per second. It is worth noting that these numbers are released by the CCP. And over the past 24 hours, the water level rose from 174.66 meters to 174.82 meters before falling to where we are now. And upstream at Kuntan, the water level has also risen. It was about 175.6 meters 24 hours ago and currently sits at 175.9 meters. And this comment is courtesy of Tony Moores. If you look at Zoom Earth, the dam is warped, but the high voltage power lines going to the dam are not, or don't appear to be. And thanks for the comment, Tony. Heading over to that Zoom Earth link now. Okay, right away the dam does look much straighter than the Google Earth images. What is that on the front of the dam? Looks like a central air conditioning unit or something. Clearly out of place there. Yeah, this is clearly less distorted. Is that an oxymoron? It's clearly not distorted. Alright, here's some high voltage power lines. And they look straight. They do. But they're so much smaller than the dam, of course. Thank you for sharing that with us, Tony. And one last thing worth noting about the Zoom Earth satellite images is that they are from February of 2018. And this comment is courtesy of Ron Underwood. At what height does water start going over the top? I thought it was 175 meters, but apparently not. And thanks again for the comment, Ron. From my understanding, the dam is 607 feet tall, just over 185 meters, and this does not include the cranes, which add an additional 50 to 60 feet to the dam's total height. And our next comment is courtesy of Buddha Finger 1. The live cam is a big loop. Please look at the little stream of water. It got big, then disappeared, and is now growing again. And thanks for the comment, Buddha Finger 1. I'm assuming you're talking about on the live stream in the lower left hand corner of the stream, that channel of water that's kind of built up over the past couple of weeks. And one thing to keep in mind is that from my understanding, there is like a drainage canal or drainage outlet near there that kind of feeds that channel. But good eye, yeah, it does kind of seem odd that it breathes like that. But it could be from the drainage. And that sort of ties into our next comment, courtesy of Vincent Lynn. I have kind of a silly question. As shown on those real-time video feeds, the water level at the lower bank, where some guy walking around in today's video, does not seem to change at all, while the official water level, as reported by the CCP, fluctuates daily. Why is that? I imagine the water level at the lower bank should shift back and forth, sometimes revealing more rocks while water level is lower, and other times revealing less rocks while the water level is higher. I hope there is an explanation to that. Thanks. And thanks again for the comment, Vincent Lynn. It's not a silly question at all, but we're actually following the water level behind the dam. The water you see in front of the dam has nothing to do with the actual numbers reported by the CCP. Everything being tracked is from behind the dam. And our next comment is from Dan W. Well, as I've said before, the distortions in the later satellite images could simply be atmospheric thermal distortions. Rarely you might have no distortions at all on a given day, and maybe that's what happened in the older images. Note that Google takes months to refresh images at higher zoom levels, so if you look at a satellite image every week or every day, you're seeing the same image again and again. In the video, when you looked at airports within the same airport, a runway looked straight, then some runway access roads looked wobbly. That's what thermals do. Moving ahead telescopes are mostly used during the night, not because they cannot see stars during the day, but because there's a lot less thermal distortion at night. I'm not saying the dam is not deforming or that it is out of danger. I believe the dam is deformed to the tune of a few inches, which is indeed worrisome. And Dan, thanks again for the comment. I'm going to have a look into atmospheric thermal distortions real soon. I also think that we have similar views of the dam. Personally, I'm not saying it's not deforming or out of danger either, but I do believe it is bent to the tune of a few inches, just like you said. And if you see the width changing, it's impossible. You can't compress concrete. Great point, Dan. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for watching this video. If you're finding it informative, please consider giving the channel a subscribe. And now a series of interesting tweets, followed by some facts about the dam. And I think that's a good place to wrap up today's video. I hope that you found it informative, and check back soon for more content.